I remember the sound first, her laugh, my sister's laugh. Bright, sharp light glass breaking. She stood in the kitchen, her hand looped through her husband's arm as if she owned the house, the air, even me. "You can take the guest room or move out," my mother said. No hesitation, no apology, just dismissal, as if I was nothing more than clutter in their way. "Great if you're out by the weekend," my sister added cheerfully, that fake sweetness dripping like poison. I didn't argue. I packed quietly. Box by box, I folded away the remnants of a life I thought was mine. My sister smiled as I carried the last bag to the car. That smug curve of her lips burned itself into my memory. She thought she'd won, but days later, the smugness vanished, replaced with panic, trembling hands, wide eyes. "She's lying. Mom, tell me she's lying." And that's when I knew it was time to speak. It wasn't always this way. My sister wasn't always my rival, my enemy. When we were children, she was the golden one, the clever one, the one who knew how to twist her smile into something that won hearts. I didn't envy her. Not at first. I believed love was not a competition. Then she married him, a man I once thought looked at me differently, with warmth that lingered, with words that carried meaning. I let it go. She was happy, and I told myself my feelings didn't matter. But happiness is a mask, and hers began to crack. It started with whispers, the way she lowered her voice when he entered a room, the pauses, thessalences too sharp to ignore. I always noticed. Then came the message. I wasn't looking for it, but when his phone lit up on the counter, curiosity betrayed me. A single line glowed across the screen. "When she's asleep, call me. I miss your touch." It wasn't written to him. It was written by him. To someone else. Not to my sister. To me. I froze. Not with joy. Not with the childish thrill of being desired, but with the weight of betrayal. He wasn't faithful to her? And she had pushed me out of my own home, smiling as if the world bent for her. I could have told her then. I could have screamed the truth. But rage without patience is wasted. And I wasn't about to waste this. I stayed silent. I moved out as she asked. But in the quiet of my new apartment, I built my revenge. Piece by piece. First the documents. She never bothered to read the contracts she signed when she and her husband bought the house. But I did. I knew my mother had signed over partial rights in my name years ago. A quiet gift long forgotten. My sister assumed I had nothing. She was wrong. Second, the husband. I didn't have to chase him. Hikami to me. A message here, a late night call there. At first I ignored him. Then I answered, always calm, always controlled. I let him confess in his own words the things he felt. His voice recorded saved undeniable. Third, the timing. I waited until my sister's birthday. A grand family dinner, everyone present. The perfect stage. The night was a blur of lights and laughter. My sister played her part well. Perfect wife, adored daughter, proud homeowner. She raised her glass, smiling at him. He smiled back, but his eyes kept slipping to me. He thought he was subtle. He wasn't. I didn't need to make a scene. All I needed was one sentence. When dessert was served, I set down my fork and looked at my mother. Calm, steady. I'll be reclaiming my part of the house soon. Legally, it's mine. The table went silent. My sister blinked, confused. What are you talking about? I slid the papers across the table. Her signature, my rights, proof. She had never bothered to read what she signed. Her husband shifted in his seat, uncomfortable. My sister's voice trembled. This isn't real. But I wasn't finished. I pulled out my phone. A recording played softly. The unmistakable sound of her husband whispering my name. His promises. His betrayal dripping into the silence of the dining room. Her face collapsed. Shock, rage, fear. She's lying. Mom, tell me she's lying. My mother didn't answer. She didn't need to. The evidence was undeniable. Her husband tried to speak, but his words tangled. Excuses, apologies, weak. I didn't look at him. He wasn't the point. I looked at her, my sister, who had pushed me out with a smile, who thought she could erase me. You wanted me gone, I said, my voice calm. Now you can have exactly what you asked for. Alone. Her mask shattered. The golden child stripped of her shine, crumbling in front of the very audience She had lived to impress. I walked out that night with nothing in my hands. I didn't need to carry anything. I had already taken everything that mattered. Her husband left days later. The house was no longer hers. My mother no longer defended her. And me, I finally understood something. Revenge isn't fire. It's not rage. It's silence, patience, precision. It's the smile you wear when the one who thought they buried you realizes you were the